boy Triple BLACK, aka the number one stunner, aka the boss. Anyways, man, headed to the crib. Well, you already know what it is, man. But anyways, man, I had to make this fucking video because I was just listening to something. Loni Love. It was a little report on the Breakfast Club where it said Lonnie Love said something about black men, with black men cheating or some shit like that. And I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah. Black men don't know how to be in relationships and shit like that. I guess it stemmed from something where Kevin Hart said on the series that I guess and Joe Budden, co-signed it. He was like, yeah, when a lot of times the black men cheat and stuff like that because special, like him, like special successful black guys that travel a lot. They don't got their boys. They're always on the road, and that's why they be cheating or whatever. You know, whatever. It is what it is. But what really grinded my gears is Lonnie Love, and and the thing about it is she is exactly like the arch nemesis of the black man in America. It's not even the white. I mean, like she's like second in line. She's like, the white male in America and the big, nasty, loudmouth Negro bedwench type woman. That's B. That's 1A and 1B of the biggest threat to us. And that, of course, she has a white dick in her mouth. So, of course, she's going to find every reason, every excuse to, put something disparaging against black men. Like, oh, yeah, black men are the most cheatingest people ever. Shit. You ever look at the show DNA? Was it fraternities? Fraternity Court, Maury. Shit. Last time I checked, there'd be a lot on there too. Shit. For all these black men that are cheating, who the fuck are they cheating with? We're the most cheatingest people ever. But again, and I'm glad I listened to the clip of Charlemagne. What statistic does not put black men or black people in general in a bad light? Of course, you're gonna have those statistics. Of course, we're the most cheatingest person ever. Like we're just out here cheating, but I don't know who the hell we're cheating with. Who the black men cheating with every time they cheat. The majority of the time they cheating with black women. So you should be on the same motherfucking boat. But because Lonnie Love has a big white dick in her mouth, I mean, I don't know if, but she has a white dick in her mouth. It's she has to make disparaging comments about black men. How we're the most cheatingest people, whatever, and we don't know how to be in relationships. We don't know how to be in relationships and all this type of stuff. And then she equated it to slavery. How the black family was broken up and shit like that. But here's the elephant in the fucking room, you dumb. Oh man. Anyways, I'm not gonna go over that. You know why the black family? I mean, it does go back to slavery, but the modern day black family, you know why it's fractured? And a lot of black men don't know how to be in fucking relationships and things like that. You got it. Their mama. That's one of the biggest reasons why. I mean, the infrastructure. If you want to talk about why are so fucked up and whatever. They you know, they are, you know, they're degenerate. They don't even know how to be in relationships. Blah blah blah. You know, but you glossed over. So, you know, you know, when you have a lot of black men that are growing up in single mother households, you know, they're seeing, you know, this guy come through, that guy come through, this guy come through. You know, Junior, you know, he hadn't seen his daddy in forever, you know, because mama, you know, said your dad is a deadbeat or he's in prison or whatever. And you know what? They think that's a fucking norm. They think that, you know, Pop was a Rolling Stone. You know, they should be, you know, a woman's house is a fucking, you know, revolving door. We're back on. But anyways, no, it was very easy, you know, for her, you know, to really go after black men. You know, oh yeah, we're the most cheatingest people ever. And you know, she brought it to what do you call it, slavery and shit like that. She just put, you know, black men in general, like, in a box. You know, she didn't make any distinction, you know, over, you know, Pookies and Ray Rays and things like that. You know, the Hakeems or the John Baptiste and all these, you know, these different groups. You know, my dad was, you know, he was married to my mom. You know, I know a lot of, you know, Caribbean, you know, guys that are still married and, you know, faithful and doing all this type of stuff, but for some reason, you know, statistically, black men are the most cheatingest people, you know, cheatingest men ever. That was her conjecture, whatever. But the thing I didn't understand is she made, you know, this correlation to slavery, but she glossed over and did not make, you know, any references to just white supremacy, the welfare mindset, those type of things. Why are there so many, like, you know, these guys that you're saying that don't have the capability of being in a committed relationship without cheating? Is, you know, let's look at how they were nurtured. A lot of single parent households, and last time I checked, who are the heads of these single parent households? You know, who had a baby at 14 years old or 15 years old, and, you know, by the time, you know, little Junior is 18, have been in, you know, 10, 11 relationships? Huh? Who's got a new dude, a new boo every, you know, every cuffing season? You know, you know, they you know, they thought around in the summer or whatever. You know, it's thought season in the summer, but it's cuffing season in the winter. Who is that? Who is teaching those degenerate behaviors? Who is teaching those degenerate behaviors? Who are the heads of the households that we're talking about? You know, who are breeding these types of individuals that you talk about? Loni Love. You know what? The thing about it is I guess me, I'm the type of guy now that we're almost extinct now. We're almost extinct. We're like the bash the black woman guy. There used to be a whole bunch of them that made a whole living off of just bashing black women. And I guess, you know, with the the age of political correctness and things like that, that had to stop. So a lot of these guys, stopped doing that. They're more kindler, gentler, and they are, not holding their feet to the fire as much. They're actually making collaborations. I listen to a lot of the YouTube feeds, like O'Shea Jackson show, and they actually have a lot of these these collaborative efforts between these black YouTube women and these black YouTube men, and they're talking about it seemed like every show is about fixing the black community, the toxic relationship between black men and black women, and the thing about it is most of the time, they're yapping about how how everybody needs to kind of be on board and with each other and all this type of stuff. I mean, actually, I don't even know what the fuck they be talking. They just be talking. They be arguing all the time about some dumb shit. Anyways, and you have these muskrats that I call them muskrats that are very annoying. Like was it Cynthia G? Oh god, damn, that bitch is so annoying. Like you got like these borderline feminists, and they're just it's it's like it's so hard to watch them. It's so hard to listen to them because they're just talking about some dumb shit. And I don't know, I can't even listen to it. I need some water. But anyways, they were talking about how you fix the black community is, a whole bunch of different things. This is my opinion. It starts with the males. That's how you build a black community. It starts with us. Regardless of what you guys think or whatever, it starts with the head of the household, the male. And as a community, I think until we decide to build around the black male, just like I'll use a football analogy, and I'll use Lamar Jackson for instance. Lamar Jackson's the MVP, and Lamar Jackson's an MVP in a white-dominated position. The stigma about the black quarterback was they couldn't read defenses, they were not intelligent, and there was, there wasn't the prototype. But Baltimore decided to build their whole offense around Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson is clear-cut the MVP of the league. He's the most valuable player, the most dangerous player in the NFL. And they made a commitment to build around Lamar Jackson. And unfortunately, we have that commitment to build around the black man. I don't know that. But anyways, we're never going to get anywhere. We're never going to get anywhere. One thing I want to talk about too, man, is and one of the problems that we have in our community, especially in relationships. It's building, building. And it's hard because a lot of people don't even know what the concept of building is. This guy on that I know on social media, he put on a page, like he put a thing on his page where there was a physician. She was a woman. She made over $400,000, and there was what do you call it? A manager at Foot Action, making $44,000 a year, and and one of the caption said, is there anything wrong with this? Because the woman made about 10 times more than the man. So of course, you got these people come on there. Oh yeah, it's black love. No, it shouldn't matter or whatever. And then you have a whole bunch of women talking about it's her money. She can do it. And I just kept hearing that same. Again, a double standard. What's his is mine, and what is mine is mine. That's what the woman's mentality is. And that is a double standard that every guy has to pretty much, when they decide that, you know what, we're going to create a union, we're going to be in a marriage. That is a pretty much a something that we have to accept as a man. That's a double standard that we have to accept as a man, which is fine. The thing about it is women have all these double standards, all these things that they have an advantage on, like especially they can commit domestic violence against a man, but because they're a woman, they can hit a man, but a man ain't never supposed to hit them, right? And we're supposed to accept that. But they can't accept, like, the fact that if you're a woman and you sleep with a whole bunch of dudes, you're a hoe. You're a hoe. That's a double standard. We gotta live with your double standards, but you can't live with that double standard. You'd be like, why can't we do it? Men do it because it's different. It's different. Can man be hoes? Yeah, I guess. Can man be a whore? Yeah, I guess. Can a man be a prostitute? Yeah, I guess. But majority of the time, it's not men that are doing that. It's the women. You just have to live with the fact that if a dude is banging a lot of chicks, he's a player. If a woman is banging a bunch of dudes, they're a hoe. Double standard. Live with it. But anyways, man, it's your boy Triple BACK. Can't really see myself, man. I had to get on here, man. I want to do a live stream every day now. Get that algorithm up, man. Get them likes up. Get all that shit up. You already heard me. Anyways, man, holla at your boy.